Our first trip to Death Valley, going to this location, the Harmony Borax Works, was like the first thing I remember that we did in Death Valley proper, other than the Mesquite Sand Dunes. Fairly close to the Furnace Creek area. And a little background, I guess, before we talk about what you'll see when you go here. So while Death Valley has one of the fiercest climates in the world, that doesn't mean that there's not anything valuable in the land. One of the things that did turn out to be fruitful was harvesting the borax deposits, which lie on this massive valley floor. And this is where the Harmony Borax Works were created once upon a time. And this area, these borax works, when Death Valley National Park, or Monument, I guess back in the day, first opened, this was like the central feature that was an attraction for people coming in to see what used to happen here in the Death Valley area. So back in 1881, near Furnace Creek Ranch, which interestingly back then was called Greenland, a guy named William T. Coleman built the Harmony plant and began to process ore in the 1880s. And when the plant was in full operation, it employed close to 40 men who would produce 3 tons of borax every day. But in the summer months, when it got really, really hot, the water that they would need to process the borax, they couldn't get it cool enough for the borax to crystallize. So the workforce would move to another plant in Tacoma, California. But for the rest of the year, they operated here out of Death Valley. One image from this operation that people may have seen, may have heard of, is the famous 20 Mule Teams, which depict the mule teams and the wagons that would haul the borax overland to Mojave, and this has become kind of a romanticized image of the area. When you go there today, what are you going to see? So there's just remnants of some of the building structures that used to be there, but you're going to see foundations, parts of walls. Yeah. You're going to see parts of the actual machinery that used to make this place hum. And it's kind of like a ghost town of an old manufacturing processing place. The thing that I had fun doing here was when we did this first trip to Death Valley, I had kind of new to me wide angle lens on the camera. And it was kind of fun to take photos in this area with that wide angle, because you'd get like really, really close to the things that you see here. And then you get just these cool images where you walk straight up to the thing that you're taking a photo of, and it just takes up your whole lens space. Yeah. When I go back to look at travel photos, one of my favorite ones to look at are those initial Death Valley pictures, just because they were done in such a unique way. I don't use that lens very many times. So if you like that kind of history of what used to be in a place, Harmony Borax Work is going to give you a flavor of that. And on December 31st, 1974, this site was placed on the National Register of Historic Places, so it does have an important part in American history, and you can see the remains of it in Death Valley National Park.
Very interesting, too.
Any other memories you have of
it? Was just very interesting. I know we walked around, and they have little placards that explain what you're viewing, or the area, what may have happened during the time that this plant was in use, the borax plant was in use. And it was really fascinating. Yeah.
The other thing is, I almost forgot about this, that I remember, now that we've been talking about it, walking on the ground, and I believe it was in this area, where your feet are on that crunchy, salty earth, where it just kind of felt like, I've never walked on anything that felt like that prior to our trip there. So being here gives you that sense of, am I still on planet Earth? Because it just seems so different.
Yeah.
So kind of cool.
Very cool. I thought it was very cool.